Hi, I'm Terry, aka Grumpy to the kids, and I'm going to attempt to give you an overview of what it's like to getting old. Might be humorously as well. I'll have a go at that. Okay? Anyway, I want to start by saying this is how I think the GP wants to answer the phone to you, okay, when you phone up. This is what I think, okay? So 8 o'clock on the dot, you phone through, and I go, yes, is there any chance I can have an appointment, please? No, Mr. Henderson. What do you mean, no? She says, you know why? And I don't know. Because you're a fucking hypochondriac and you're fucked. Okay, bye. What's all that about? Okay. Anyway, as we get older, what it would depend on? Medication. I've got a tip for you for medication in night times. Night times only, mind, nothing else. Okay? At night time, when you get older, or even now, never ever take a sleeping tablet and a laxative at the same time. There may be consequences for that. Okay? Moving on. It's all a bit of a theme, so I'll try and keep that going. Okay? Three older brothers, all in the 90s, live together, okay? And each year they've got to be assessed by the GP. So off they go to the GP for the yearly visit. He gets into the GP surgery. GP said, right lads, same as last year. I'm just going to give you a couple of questions and everything okay, and get on your way. Yeah, no bother. So what they do, the doctor goes to the oldest one, who was 93, he goes, listen, he says, what is 3 times 3? Quick as a flash, he goes, 274. Boof. Doesn't matter. GP said the middle one, okay, same question to you, what's 3 times 3? Quicker than a flash, he goes, Tuesday. Oh, mind. So then he goes, how about the youngest one, George? He says, right, George, how about then, see if you can bail her out this time. What is 3 times 3? Quicker than the both of them, he goes, 9 dog. Straight away. Brilliant, off you go. As he's going out, he says, George, can I just ask, how did he get to that? He says, oh, no bother, doc. He says, what I done was I just took Tuesday off 274. Anyway, as we get older, what do we do? We become invisible. There's a one for you. There's the theme for you. Anyway, the other day, I was sitting in my Uncle Greg's cafe in one of the higher-end shops on Northumberland Street. So I was sitting there, minding my own business, and 2 young girls come in, sit down. Straight away, the conversation starts off, because I'm invisible, and starts off, hey, what about that old bloke that come into your chemist the other day for the XXXL condom? The other one goes, oh, she says, you know, I arranged a date with him. She goes, really? She says, aye. She says, but I learned 2 things from that date. She goes, what was it? Firstly, the bastard had a stutter, but the other one interrupted. She says, listen, I'm interrupting you, but did not have lots of stamina. She goes, that's the second point. Do I really want to be shagged? I'll need by an old bloke. What's all that about? Anyway, another theme is we get older, what do? We tend to say and think what we do. We're not bothered about the consequences. Here's a one for you. I was going to retirement do, obviously during the day, because we're retired, and gets the bus into town, gets off, and I'm walking through to the first pub. Anyway, I stopped by this girl with a clipboard, and she goes, excuse me, can I ask you a question? And she goes, yeah, fire away. How old are you? I was 60. And she goes, oh, you just fit in my category. And she says, all right. She says, can you just tell us what your best age was? I said, bond age. Off she went. And off I went onto my retirement do. We went round the town. As we're going around the town, we're being bugged by these 2 groups of young lads, and I thought, I'm going to say something I'll be able to do. We get in the last bar. Gets into the last bar, which is a more salubrious bar in the town, and backed up by 30 people. I thought, I'm going to go and say something to them. So off I go. And he says, hey, yous. What? Where are you? In here? I'm going to shower. Yeah. I said, hey, I said, yous are a set of bastards. And to the other ones, I said, and yous are a set of cunts. Bloke turns around and he goes, hey, I'm a big man monster. Goes, I'm not a bastard. I says, well, sit with the cunts then. You can imagine the aftermath later on about that. Anyway, I just want to finish by two things, and I just want to say, okay, try and think of a song that might define you, okay? I'll tell you a song that defines me and older people. Well, it's a melody, actually, and it is The Last Post. I want to thank you all for coming here today. It's absolutely been a brilliant thing, nervously, to tick off on the bucket list. But just remember this one thing. Always cherish your kids and your grandkids, because ultimately they'll determine your care home.